It is the sad day of the demise of the promised Messiah, Hadhrat Mirza Ahmad of Qadian, alayhi salam. At this moment, a son of his stands by his bed and vows, "Even if all the people leave you, and I am left alone, I will stand by you and will face all opposition and onslaughts against your mission." This was not just an emotional claim made in a moment of grief by a pained son. Indeed, history bears testimony to the sincerity of his pledge. A man of God, an ocean of divine and secular knowledge, the articulate voice of the age, without doubt, a great genius of the 20th century, an epitome of the qualities of leadership. These are just some of the traits of Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin Mahmood Ahmad Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu, the promised son of the promised Messiah and Mahdi, Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam.
ऐ फज़ले उमर तेरे औसाफ़े करीमाना, ऐ फज़ले उमर तेरे औसाफ़े करीमाना, याद के बनाते हैं हर रूह को दीवाना।
He was the promised reformer whose advent was prophesied by the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the promised Messiah, on whom be peace, and who became the second Khalifa at the young age of 25 and nourished the community to its maturity for more than 50 years with his spiritual guidance, prayers, tears, toil and blood. His life fulfilled every aspect of the grand prophecy of the promised Messiah set out in an announcement in 1886. Under divine guidance, he fortified the foundations of the community laid down by the promised Messiah, on whom be peace, and expanded the structure of the movement by initiating various schemes, organizations, and programs. In order to stimulate the moral and spiritual qualities of the community and carry its message far and wide, Hazrat Khalifatul Masih II established the Tehreek-e-Jadid scheme in 1934. Everything in the movement was charged with new life and new spirit under the impact of this scheme. The most striking activity of this scheme was the network of foreign missions that progressively spread into many countries, and due to the blessings of this scheme, there are now flourishing branches of the movement in more than 200 countries. Hazrat Muslim Maud was an instrument of establishing the superiority and status of the Word of God, the Holy Quran, in all corners of the world. During his adolescence, an angel taught him the commentary of Surah Al-Fatiha, the opening chapter of the Holy Quran, and in this manner he was gifted with a deep spiritual knowledge and understanding of the commentary of the Holy Quran by Allah the Exalted. His conversation, speeches, and all his writings were a commentary of the Holy Quran. Perhaps his greatest work is Tafsir-e-Kabir, his wondrous 10,000-page commentary of the Holy Quran. Any individual who has read a part of it with concentration cannot but acknowledge that if there was a holy person in the world who had only published part of such a commentary of the Holy Quran, it would have been sufficient for him to be acknowledged as a holy person from among the holiest persons in the world. It was not enough for Hazrat Muslim Maud just to write the commentary and distribute it. Hazur wished to propagate the word of God all over the world. He called the youth of the Jamaat to dedicate themselves for religious training in the community's missionary training college, Jamia Ahmadiyah. He called on parents to dedicate their children for the service of Islam. He prepared such godly scholars that demonstrated the Quran to be a life-giving message and carried its message